Well, for more on the IPO, CGTN's Karina caught up with the Wanda Sports CEO Hengming. Karina began by asking him about his assessment of the stock's debut.
We feel pretty good about it, and the whole process is enriching for myself as well. So now we're a public company, and I think our focus is really drive long-term growth, long-term strategy, deliver the value for the shareholders, and of course, bring the best sports experience to our athletes. Engaging content to our fans. So yes, we are really excited and looking forward to a great journey.
You expected to raise about $500 million in this listing, and then you lowered that expectation to about $300 million, and you also lowered the price target of the shares. Can you tell us why you made that decision?
We took the look at the market, basically our valuation, multiple factors. So you take into consideration the market factor and other factors. We understand some of the investors, because of Wanda's we're a unique sports global event media platform, and some investors want to see how you perform after public. Take some time to watch us, observe us, which we are fine with that.
Do you think the trade tensions between China and the U.S. have impacted Chinese companies' ability to raise capital in the U.S. at all?
We don't feel that, to be honest, and of course the market condition always changing, so there's many factors of that. But in terms of Wanda, we are actually a global company. Many people look at us and say, you're a Chinese company. We are actually Chinese ownership, but global international presence. We have very strong global platform business, establishment in Europe, Asia Pacific, and North America. And we have very strong brands, Ironman and the WTC, headquartered in US, and Infront, headquartered in Zurich. So we are truly a global business, and we are confident that, with this global presence, capability, and then, we can bring that to China and develop China sports market as well.
What do you plan on doing with the money you just raised?
Some of the proceeds will pay down, the bridge loan we actually raised during the restructure process. That actually we're going to reduce our net debt ratio actually to a pretty healthy level.
So the debt right now stands at around $1.1 billion, right? So part of this is paying off that debt, which, can you tell me again what caused the accumulation of that debt?
So some of the debt is naturally our operation financing at our operating level, Infront, WTC, and we do have a short-term bridge loan at headquarter level, and after this IPO, and with that will be paid down, and we will actually back to a very healthy leverage ratio.
We're looking at profits were down about 31% in 2018 as compared to the year before. And in the first quarter of this year, you reported a loss of around $9.6 million. What is weighing on profits at this point?
I'm really proud to say Wanda Sports have delivered a very strong record of growth in the last 3 years. And we see double digits in the revenue level, double digits in gross profit, and actually all the EBITDA. It also grew pretty healthy. There are some accounting adjustments, I would say, maybe some one-off, accounting happening in a certain quarter or certain year. They may tweak a number a little bit, but online performance is really, really strong.
Well, let me talk to you about technology, because it's changing so rapidly, and the way fans are consuming sports content is also changing. Can you sort of give us a sense of what we should expect it to look like in the near future?
You're right on, actually. We do see the trend. And digitalization is actually happening everywhere globally, and that's transforming, the way our business, transforming sports and transforming how sports being transmitted, how sports being viewed, and that actually brings new opportunity, of our business. So we do see people are moving, shifting away from linear TV and to your, mobile apps, and they're more, want to watch shorter versions, and they more become like, how do I say this? Highlights, engagements. So that's actually really fits into our kind of capability very well.
All right, so digital is a big priority, and also so is China, growing the business in China. What are the opportunities there, but also some of the challenges?
Yeah, certainly China is really exciting. China is probably the most potential market for growth in sports with sheer size of population, rising middle class, and particularly people's an awareness on personal health and willing to spend the money. That's also most important. Also important,
of course,
for their personal well-being. That actually drives, mass participation to grow, and we do see in the mass participation, the business is forecasted in China will grow about 21%. That's the whole industry. That's triple of the world average. And we also see sports media are increasing demand for that. That's driven by people are asking for more engaging international IP events, as they get accessible through their, new digital platform.
Other than basketball, what are the sports do you think that are really taking off or will take off in the future in China?
I don't want to speculate, but I think the basketball clearly is one of the very popular sports, and the football is very popular. And we have partnership. We actually cover more than 30 sports. And we do believe we are able to play a very, very good role, active role, I would say, in promoting all relevant sports.
And what are the risks or challenges that you might face in China?
The challenge is actually how can you capture the opportunity and capture that growth and differentiate yourself and really position yourself for future growth. So I think Wanda is well positioned for that. Wanda Sports we are leveraging our global platform, our global IP, and global capability network, and particularly our knowledge about China, local markets, or Wanda's, our strategic shareholders' capability in China.
Let me conclude by asking you, have you ever participated in the Ironman?
That's on my to-do list. Something aspire. You got to start from one by one.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it's on my bucket list too. So. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.